Hello everyone and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Lina as your host today. And in this session we will discuss about the role of effective communication in international negotiation. And to help us understand in this topic better, we have a special guest, Bayu, a business negotiator with experience in international trade. Hello, Bayu.
Hello,
Welcome
Lina.
to our podcast.
Okay, Lina. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very delighted to be here and discuss such an important topic in the global business.
Okay, let's start with the basic. What do you think about constitutes effective communication in international negotiations?
That's a great question. And effective communication in internal negotiations means expressing ideas clearly, understanding your partner's point of view, and building a level of mutual trust. Even when both parties come from different culture or speak different language. It is not just about talking, but also listening carefully and responding accordingly.
Okay, that's very good, Bayu. And can you give an example of how communication impact the success of negotiations?
Of course, for the example, imagine an Indonesian coffee export negotiating with a buyer from Japan. If the exporter use polite language, provide clear product information, and listen to the buyer needs and such as the delivery time and quality standard, this will create a positive atmosphere for the negotiations. As a result, both parties can reach a mutually beneficial agreement. But if the communication is unclear or too aggressive, it can lead to misunderstanding and even failure to the negotiations.
Okay, that's right. And what are the key communication skill required by international negotiations?
The key of the international negotiation, there are a few key, but the main point are the first, you must be active listening, understanding not only the words but also the tone and intent. Second, you must be clarity and precision. Avoid sweeping statement and always be specific of your negotiations. Third, empathy and cultural awareness, because every culture has a different style of the negotiations. And finally, nonverbal communication, such as eye contact, body language, and they are often more meaningful than words.
Okay, so very interesting. And so I like the part about cultural awareness. And can you explain more about how culture after effect negotiation?
Of course, culture play a huge role. For instance, Western negotiations are usually direct and result-oriented, while Asian negotiations, especially Indonesian or Japanese, they are prefer harmony and relationship building before discussing price. And if you ignore these cultural differences, your message might be misunderstood. So, effective negotiators adapt their communication style depending on who they are dealing with.
Okay, that's very insightful, Bayu. And now, how can someone improve their communication skill for international negotiation?
Okay, the key is the practice, and you can start by learning useful business vocabulary and negotiation process, such as let's find a solution that benefit both parties, or the can we consider other options, and I fully understand your concerns. In addition, Try to remain calm, confident, and respectful during the negotiation process. Remember, good communication with long-term partnership, not just short-term deals.
Excellent advice. And so before we close, do you have any final message for our listener?
Okay, I have a final message for our listener. Always remember that in international negotiation, communication is your strongest tool. If you communicate effectively, you don't just exchange information. You build trust, create value, and strengthen your global network.
Okay, so wonderful closing word, and thank you so much, Bayu,
Thank you,
for
Lina.
sharing your insight with us today.
It was a pleasure talking with you because I'm a little bit sick right now.
Okay, and thank you everyone for listening to our podcast today. And don't forget to like, comment, and share your thought about this episode. And see you next time.
Bye.